What is up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We got another video reaction coming today. 22 creepiest Easter eggs in video games. This was recommended to us by Faith. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and hop into the video and let's see what these creepy Easter eggs are.
The most horrifying enemy in God of War. These are the 22 creepiest Easter eggs in video games. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare, there's a map called Livestock, but anyone who plays it normally won't notice the unsettling secret lurking in the shadows. If you pay close attention, you'll start to notice teddy bears and other stuffed animals hiding in the most random places. After shooting them, two final bears will appear on the ground, and this is where it gets disturbing. If they're destroyed at the same time, a pentagram gets summoned and you'll quickly realize that you were the sacrifice all along. In Death Stranding, you spend most of your time traversing mountains surrounded by enemies, but there's one location that you're always safe, or so we thought. Your private quarters are the best place to get some rest after a long delivery, but after seeing this Easter egg, I might avoid sleeping from now on. There's a small chance that upon waking up, a shadowy figure can be seen in the shower, staring at you while teleporting around. Eventually, she bursts down and jump scares the camera, waking up Sam and revealing that it was a dream all along. While playing Please Don't Touch Anything, the goal is obviously to, well, not touch anything. And even though it's meant to be a lighthearted experience, there is one Easter egg that is absolutely terrifying. If you spam the red button, it'll open various drawers until you unlock the hammer. With this, you can smash the clock on the wall, and anyone who turns the hands to 666 will find themselves regretting it instantly. On Hitman's 2 Miami Grand Prix mission, it's easy to get distracted by the race cars and expensive lifestyle. This is why only a small number of players discovered a horrifying secret in the aquarium. The abandoned building is creepy on its own, but when you look into this window, you can see a red room with a crash test dummy on a crucifix. This is where things get unsettling. After zooming into the window with a sniper scope, the signs change from live exercise in progress to live exorcism in progress. The dummy begins to move, slowly turning its head and staring right into your soul. Just make sure you watch your back. The second you let go of that aim button, the demon teleports directly behind Agent 47. An Easter egg which every horror fan can appreciate lies behind door 202 in The Observer. After discovering the key code, this door leads you through various hallways. You can hear people begging for help, demons tapping the window, and find body parts in a fridge. Super creepy. Area is a tribute to PT, and they really capture the eeriness of the demo. But I'd rather be there than in Red Dead 2's demonic cabin. Located in the bayou, this place is full of creepy artifacts, accidentally becoming a museum of horror. To anyone who visited, this painting was the most innocent item in the cabin. But if you came back while playing as John Marston, it told a more sinister story. With each visit, the painting changed, slowly creating a figure of a man with a top hat. But it's the final stage which will send chills down your spine. As you approach the finished artwork, the strange man can be seen in the mirror, standing right behind you. A similar fate awaits you in Bioshock.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool if I'm being honest.
Player's fun event that led to a mysterious manta ray lounge. It's mostly empty except for one machine called Need to Know Theater. While they usually play short films, this one glitches out, flashing questions at the screen before its final message appears behind you. As you leave the theater, there's an unwelcome guest waiting for you, and nobody knows why this statue appears, and it's absolutely horrifying. And personally, I'll be avoiding this next creepy secret in Zombie Army 4. After you've progressed through the
I feel like a lot of like zombie games and stuff have these weird things
is closer than ever, but not before you pass this portrait of a woman. If you get too close, you'll instantly regret it.
Yo, she just moved her head. Whoa!
And spraying blood all over the canvas. One of the scariest Easter eggs out there can be found in Tunnel B2 of Infra. This is a puzzle game where most players aren't expecting anything creepy until they come across this door. It's super difficult to access, but once they solve the puzzle, the only thing inside Tunnel B2 was darkness. You could keep walking, and it felt like an eternity. Players were already building up a sweat when they heard the deep breathing over and over in their ears. They were desperate to get out, and it felt like the walls were closing in, and when the corridor finally ended, the door was locked, with nowhere left to run.
Oh, that's crazy.
But also serves as an amazing homage. At Halai Village, one of the huts has a special loot crate. Instead of grabbing your regular supplies, a miniature zombie will break through the floor.
What in the world?
He's just a tiny guy, but it's not a random event. This is a reference to the toolbox zombies from Borderlands who also jump out of chests. And one of the strangest Easter eggs is in Metro Last Light, where you can find this old woman wandering around the museum. This gets extremely disturbing when you look away. Every time you do it, she teleports, changing her clothes, standing in different poses, and finally breathing down down your neck. And thousands of players
That's
got chills
crazy.
after discovering the most unexpected secret in Far Cry 5. In one of the sewers,
Cry
a
5?
small
Okay,
red
okay.
balloon can be seen, just floating there. By now, most people have made the connection that it was a reference to Pennywise from It, but it got so much more bizarre. There's a haunted house located on the map, which is already unsettling, and when players turned on the power, they spotted a mysterious figure staring at them from the barn. Once you've investigated, nobody was there, except a red balloon and a phone. For anyone brave enough to answer, they
nah,
heard
bro.
this. An unexplainable creature can be found in Hitman 3's Apex Predator mission. It all started with this safe that can only be accessed using the code 1989, revealing a golden idol.
I can only imagine playing some of these like late at night when no one else is around. And like you're just in a dark room by yourself, nobody else around. Like I can believe that that would be absolutely just would freak you out. You would not be comfortable.
Outside, we'd find an armchair facing a lake and quickly discover that this idol would summon a disturbing creature.
Don't trust
a hippo.
When the wine is poured, the blood will flow.
This next Easter egg was never meant to be discovered, and it's one of the most
talking
unsettling secrets I've ever seen. Throughout the story of Soma, the main character talks to their girlfriend, but she's always looking out the window. You never see her face, which left people wondering if the developers even designed one. This is the moment curiosity got the better of them, and with the help of cheats, they made their way over to the window, eager to learn the woman's identity, only to find her entire face covered in maggots. If that makes you want to wash your eyes, Viscera cleanup detail is the perfect game. But even this cleaning simulator has a terrifying feature. On the House of Horror map, you can find a deer above the fireplace, and the first instinct is to pull out the mop. But be careful, because anyone who washes the deer for too long awakens it. It's not the worst thing you could find.
Okay, that's weird.
1997's Blood, there's a locked room with a baby stroller inside. As you get closer, a hand can be seen trying to get out of the carriage, which clearly doesn't belong to a baby. If you destroy it, body parts fly out, and an army of crawling ants will chase your character in an attempt to kill you. And Halo 3 has a location which makes me nervous just by looking at it.
Halo 3?
During the Serial 117 mission, players found a way to climb out of the forest through a specific set of rocks. It led them high above the trees until they noticed a family hiding in the corner. These weren't ordinary people. In fact, they weren't people at all. They were monkeys with human faces, staring blankly into the distance. But even World of Warcraft's
that's kind of crazy.
The creepiest secret. Every morning at 7 a.m., a group of children appear in the street, running extremely fast towards something. But where are they going?
Players I wonder, like, what the devs were thinking putting that in like that.
They eventually reach this house.
Because like they would have had to have put it there.
We're staring at the wall, as a deep voice said,
"Your friends will abandon you."
They would have had to expect somebody to eventually be able to get there too.
It gets even more disturbing in Payday 2's hospital mission, when your quest to retrieve blood samples takes a much more sinister turn. People who turned off the lights would discover a chilling secret in the basement. Peeking through the window, they were jump scared by a witch from Left 4 Dead, desperately trying to break out. But creatures are scarier when they don't attack, and this is what happened to players in Goat Simulator. While roaming the desert, they came across just a man, standing there. As he got closer, he started to say the word moo over and over again, which was already strange, but after leaving, they could still hear him. No matter where you go, he'll be there, teleporting around and stalking you at every opportunity. There's nothing more disturbing than the feeling of being watched.
Crazy.
In Ghost Recon Wildlands, it's just unavoidable. You can read the tale of a young boy who wanted to help his mother wash clothes in the swamp. This is where he walked into the water and mysteriously disappeared. If you head to the location for the story, you'll soon realize it's even more horrifying in person. A small boy can be seen in the distance staring right at you, and he runs from anyone who approaches him, fading into the bushes, never to be seen again. Just like this enemy in God of War, which was so creepy it had to be cut from the game. Anyone who has faced the Revenant knows how unsettling it is, but its predecessor was on a whole new level. The artist who designed this creature shared it online, revealing the drummer, who had 4 burnt arms, no eyeballs, and a beating heart covered in blood. But it's not even the scariest NPC, because this hidden room in Call of Duty Finest Hour is one of the most unexplainable things out there. Players realized that you could throw 3 grenades at an underground passage, and it would reveal a door. This leads to a room that nobody understands, with candles floating in the air and baby pictures all over the walls. At the center, an empty crib, but if you approach it, a ghostly figure begins to emerge. It's hard to tell if this is a child in a soldier's body or the other way around, but it's still unexplained to this day. And those were some of the creepiest stories of all time.
Definitely creepy, bro. Some of those, if I had any of those situations in a game and I was alone and it was late at night, would definitely make me a little uncomfortable. I don't know if I'd completely freak out, because It's a game, and I know that. But like, some of those would definitely make me a little uncomfortable. That's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about it below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. We are out. Peace.